The argument over whether it's better to own a home or rent a home has pretty much been going on since the dawn of time. And while your own personal situation has to be taken into account, there are some key facts in the matter worth looking at. The reality is, a home will probably be the single largest purchase you make in your lifetime, and it should be carefully considered. So let's take a look at buying versus renting. First, let's consider buying a home. When you buy a home, making your house payments builds equity. What's equity? It's basically the amount your home is worth, minus what you owe on it. So as you pay down your mortgage, and as the value of your home increases each year, you increase the equity in your home. Equity that goes straight into your pocket when you decide to sell your home. That equity could pencil out to hundreds of thousands of dollars well before retirement. Trip to Europe, anyone? When you rent your home, making payments to your landlord basically funds his European vacations and builds up his equity. Hopefully you like the guy, especially since you'll keep making payments to him or some other landlord until you die. And with rent going up about 10% per year in many locations, be prepared to pay a lot more for that little apartment you're renting, potentially double within 10 years. But when you buy a home with a fixed interest rate loan, your house payment will never go up, even with inflation, and eventually you'll pay off your home completely. No more payments. And sure, when you buy a home, you have to pay property taxes each year, and nobody likes paying more in taxes. But deducting that property tax payment along with the interest you paid on your home loan from your income taxes sure feels awesome. And cashing in your tax refund check, that feels even more awesome. Now, all that said, if your bank account balance and credit score are both roughly equal to the number of days in a year, renting is probably your best bet. Or maybe your only bet. But even if you can afford to buy a house, it doesn't mean you necessarily should. Once you own a home, it will require more time and energy to move again. So if you aren't planning on sticking around for a few years, renting probably makes the most sense. Also, if you aren't exactly financially stable, more will be on the line as a homeowner. Stick to renting and you'll have one less thing to worry about. But the pros and cons don't end there. If you're renting, your landlord is literally the lord over the house or apartment you're living in. Want a dog? Better check with him. Want to paint? He might not like the color. Want to hang up some pictures? No nails in the wall. Sick of dealing with old 90s appliances? Too bad. Something breaks? You're at the mercy of when and how he decides to have it fixed. And heaven forbid he decides he doesn't want to renew your lease for whatever reason. Then you're back on online apartment directories looking for a new place to rent while you relive the glory days of couch surfing with your friends. But when you own the space you live in, you can pretty much do whatever you want. Paint the walls pink, hang up a couple photos, or a couple hundred. Plus, if you buy a new home, you'll get brand new appliances and fixtures that all work. It's a miracle. And don't forget about all those quality of life benefits you get with owning a home, like being part of a community where your neighbors all have similar invested interest in keeping up the community, or how it's not transitionary, so you can make lasting friendships with others in the community. Living in an apartment complex or renting a triplex, you can't always say the same. Plus, you can't knock the fact that when you own, you can pull your car into a private garage and have direct access to your home. No more sketchy walks to your apartment at night or losing circulation in your hands while you attempt to carry every single grocery bag from the store in one trip, so you don't get drenched in a rainstorm. And when you own your home and want to have friends and family over, there is easy and convenient street parking available for everyone. So while the debate of whether it's better to buy or rent will continue, hopefully now you have a bit more of an idea as to what would be the best option for you. For more personalized information, talk to a mortgage lender who can assess your personal situation, discuss the advantages and disadvantages of homeownership, and steer you in the right direction. Visit mill@broadway.com for more information.